Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 35 of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
A big 2013 after New Year's sale going on right now.
And Maple Leaf Tickets.
Always a great place to get discounted tickets to all the local attractions and shows too. So I hope anyone that's viewing this show isn't hungry, because this really is our food episode, I think.
And we're going to be starting with SeaWorld, but we'll head to Walt Disney World as well. And we did the all-day dine at SeaWorld.
All-day dining means you are dining constantly all day.
Well, we didn't dine constantly, but it felt like it.
It sure did. It sure did. We were full.
And you could eat all day. You could have like 20 meals if you want on your one wristband.
So here's breakfast at Voyager's Smokehouse.
Well,
Perfect place for breakfast.
This is not what they serve for breakfast, but this is what we had. We showed up a little later than breakfast time.
But it was our breakfast.
Yes, it was our breakfast. And here's some decorations.
Yeah.
Everything is decorated all around the park, which I really love.
And we'll definitely get into that. But first, let's take a look at this food.
And this was actually my least favorite meal of the day. We usually really love Voyagers, and your meal was good. Mine wasn't as good as some of my later meals.
You had a little bit of fatty on your... What did you have?
I had beef. I had a slow-cooked beef.
But that didn't deter us, because we finished that and we had a little snack
later,
on
not
our way
like
to the
right away.
Shamu show.
And this was from Mango Joe's.
Later,
and
like an hour later.
That was very good. But we didn't eat the bread part, just some of the meat and then the grapes. And when you do the all-day dine, you can just go in and get grapes or a drink or a bottle of water. Like, that's totally included with the all you can eat.
Right. So you don't have to go and get a huge meal every time. That's
right,
for
which
sure.
we didn't do every time, definitely. And this was our favorite. We actually went here twice, the Seafire Inn.
Well, this was our first or second lunch. First lunch, maybe?
We only had one lunch.
Okay.
One lunch.
Gotcha.
And this...
I look insane there.
You do
Very
look a little
happy
insane.
With my,
you had like a stir fry, right?
It was, chicken stir fry.
And mine was a bread bowl full of mashed potatoes and turkey. I didn't have the bread part, but the mashed potatoes and turkey were excellent. It was part of a holiday meal.
Now, this was the pizza restaurant, which we were told it was sort of like a CC's. We took a walk through
and decided not to.
It didn't look good. Not after the goodness of the
turkey. The turkey mashed potatoes were really good.
Yeah. So we kept finding our way back to Seafire for whatever reason. Hey, it's the Lights of Winter.
It looks like the Lights of Winter. Again, you had the Sea of Trees and the Lights of Winter. It looks like we're going back to the Seafire Inn again for food.
Yes, well, this is the food episode. It's the food episode. Back. So, just a quick overview.
I asked for no bread bowl this time because I didn't eat it the first time anyway. I just want a little turkey and mashed potatoes.
The turkey was very good, though.
Oh, it was so good.
Very, very succulently tasty.
And that's something they do with the holiday dining, the holiday meals. A lot of turkey.
And, of course, we had some snow. They had snow there. And they also had one of our favorite little things, the Sea of Trees.
SeaWorld is, I think, both of our favorite, right? For the season.
I think we really, I don't think we did it on purpose.
Of all the parks in the area.
But we saved the best for last, just about. I mean, SeaWorld at Christmas is really the Christmas spirit. Everywhere you go, the shows are amazing. I really like the Oh Wondrous Night show.
Night is beautiful.
Somehow it seemed to be better. I like how you were able to meet the animal.
Right, we met a llama.
We met the llama this year, and...
and we would have gone more often, but we've both been so sick this year.
Yeah, it's been a on again, off again sinus deal with the weather changes. But boy, it was a wonderful time at SeaWorld. We were there about 12 hours.
And this is the Conductors. It's a group that plays in front of the Polar Express attraction,
which we love, by the way.
Yes.
Polar Express, fantastic. But these guys were great too. Very entertaining. We stayed for the whole show, and it seemed like it ended right after it started, but they were on there for about 15 minutes.
Right,
so the time just went by so fast.
And this is probably my favorite of all the experiences at SeaWorld Christmas, and that's the skating show.
Yeah, it's a great skating show.
Winter Wonderland on Ice, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And they have some excellent skaters.
And some of those moves look very nerve-wracking to you, but then we found out that the what is it called? The head smacker or whatever it is? The
one where they like... the head cracker. I don't know.
Something is cracked.
Where it looks like the head's about to hit the ice when he's spinning around. Supposedly that's one of the easier moves, but I don't know that I believe that.
Yeah. And this was the fireworks that they have at the end of the day.
And it's not as big a production as like Walt Disney World, probably because you're in the middle of it, kind of in the middle of a neighborhood here. But it's a nice way to end the day.
And what's nice is it's not over yet. SeaWorld Christmas, depending on when anyone is watching this show, is still in effect until this Saturday.
Except
Saturday,
not A Wondrous Night.
The 5th of December.
But not everything.
Not everything.
You don't want to make it sound
but
like
the
everything.
skating, everything we've seen here, yes.
Is a fireworks?
Fireworks, skating, yes, all that is still in effect.
I haven't been paying attention.
And the Sea of Trees, too. But you haven't been paying attention.
I've paid attention to this. I didn't look at the schedule. Yes. But you said not Shamu and not. We didn't see the.
Wondrous Night and Shamu are not still going. But we'll go back and see it one more time.
But this is our favorite park again for Christmas.
Also, this past week we have a tradition every year where we go to Germany, the Biergarten restaurant, for dinner.
In Epcot.
In Epcot,
not in Europe.
Not the real Germany, no.
Not yet.
In Epcot. So once again we did, this year though, because you're a huge Amy Grant fan, I got you and the dining package.
Right. And we didn't really need the dining package because we ended up seeing her 3 times anyway.
Trifecta.
Amy Grant trifecta.
All 3 shows.
So we did the dinner package for the first show. We did had lunch in Germany.
Oh, there you are. Looking very
full.
Ready. No, you just started. And I got
we've eaten so much in the last week.
A liter of Oktoberfest beer, which was very good. Goes nicely with those sausages.
I know, we always get, and we were talking about how we always get the table that doesn't want to talk to us.
Yeah.
Like everybody always wants to talk to us, but not the table.
It's a tradition to get the table of uninterested guests.
But it's okay. I don't mind just talking to you.
It's okay. It's nice to have. It feels like alone time. I guess we'll have to up our game so people will want to talk to us next year.
Oh, that's all right. And there's they have like pretzel bread, just like if you go to Canada.
And sausage. And sauerkraut.
And I don't eat like almost anything that has to do. I don't really eat pork. I don't eat sausage. I don't eat sauerkraut.
Eat that?
I do eat that,
I
but
don't know why that's there
that.
Because that was not there. Maybe that represents that.
The cow. The Bavarian cheesecake is one of my favorite desserts.
And some strudel, hot strudel.
I didn't try that.
And this was your favorite.
I like that. I don't know if I've ever had. Do you call it Stalin?
Stalin
bread.
Well, it wasn't Stalin.
Good.
We paid. It was very good. Everything was good, and they have a special Christmas show too that we always enjoy. This was the lighting of the tree from the young lad there.
It really is. You get your dinner or lunch and a show, and I think it's a very good value. One of the better values in Epcot.
Yeah, and again, it's nice to hear the Christmas songs. We actually went to Germany this year in the summertime,
right?
With our friend from the Weekly Walt Disney World group, with our friends, and we had a great time then. And that table did want to talk to us.
Yeah, they did want to talk to us.
We need to just bring more friends, and then we'll be okay. And here's your Amy Grant.
And she is one of my favorite singers and has been for about 30 years. So
yeah, you've been a fan a long time.
Yeah, I was very excited to get to see her narrate. We met her a couple years ago, just briefly.
At the record store, I guess they... Do they call them record stores still?
I think a record store. I don't know what they call it. And anyway, she was very good. But I always love the candlelight. And Christmas is always a time where we can generally Christmas week is a time we can generally walk in without a problem.
Yeah. One good thing about Christmas week, I think for the candlelight, some of the biggest attraction is the local fans.
That's what I
think,
too.
Who are blocked out that week, and that's why we're able to just walk into. I mean, even Gary Sinise Christmas night.
Right, and all the seasonals are blocked out. And that's why I think it's not as busy.
But another wonderful year, and I had a great time with you, and I'm glad we got to do our tradition once again.
And Marley Matlin and Jack Jason we saw also excellent as always.
Speaking of excellent as always, another tradition was Trails End on Christmas Eve. We hinted at it last week, and we had to kind of show, since it's the food episode.
And they gave out free snickerdoodles and
we needed
apple cider because I was starving
before our buffet dinner.
And this is a baked potato. They have baked potatoes there, which are very good. And they didn't do the discounting or anything on Christmas Eve, but it was still worth it.
Christmas Eve or Christmas, there's no discounts.
With
but
the
it's
tables in Wonderland.
Still way worth it. We actually have photos mixed in from when we went to Trails End
on Halloween
night, which you do get your discount on that holiday.
And we just saw the chili. They didn't have chili out, but you asked about it, and they brought They brought us some.
Yeah. The chef. Well, if you mention that you like something to the chefs,
if they have it, they might bring it.
They will make it if they can.
I don't. He didn't make it. It was available in the back.
Well, they brought it to me. They brought it to me, and it was good. I liked the chili.
And this is one of the upgrades over the last year. Is the red velvet cake? It's actually like going to Chef Mickey's or somewhere with a nice cake.
And the salmon, I think last year when we went, that they didn't have the fish options, the salmon, and I like that. I think it's very good. Oh, there's Mr. Claus.
I hate my hair here. I hate my hair there.
That's very interesting.
I wasn't expecting it there. And but anyway, Trails End is one of our favorite restaurants also at Walt Disney World. That and the Biergarten is one that we go to back to again and again. And
they keep the buffet actually very well kept. Very, very
Usually,
well kept.
Yeah.
So unless there is a rush of
it was Christmas Eve was
teams,
very busy.
Yeah, it was very busy.
Not here. This was Halloween.
Halloween
was not
correct.
As busy.
But
you can see the ribs and fried chicken just as you'd get at the Hoop-de-Doo. If you went to the Hoop-de-Doo, you'd get the only thing I think you don't get is the strawberry shortcake.
That would be correct. That would be correct. But you still can have a hot dessert item.
Yes, but not the strawberry shortcake. That's the one special item.
Well, you can go to SeaWorld where we had that delightful
we did have good strawberry shortcake there. And I like you can have mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, and there was some other kind of potatoes.
Potato Palooza.
It's like potato trifecta, just like
I have
Amy
never,
Grant.
Ever had the pizza there.
I haven't
There's so
in a long
much goodness. We'll have to actually try that next time. So. But yeah, so there you go. That was our look at the Trails End. One of our favorites.
This was a Halloween photo.
Right. And for the rest of the show, we're going to look at the grand finale of the New Year's Eve fireworks from the Polynesian Beach.
And Jeff knows I don't really like going into the park so much on New Year's Eve or any really, really crazy busy day, but this was very nice. It wasn't too crowded, and our friends had invited us to join them.
Yeah, we had some good friends that were staying at the Poly for, the New Year's special
for
occasion
a
holiday,
mm-hmm.
So they invited us over, and boy, it was nice to get away from the craziness and see, what a view. How can you beat that?
Well, you can't.
You can't. You cannot beat that. I'll tell you that. And it was delightful. It wasn't too crowded on the beach. It was just a great way to ring in 2013.
And what are you looking forward to for 2013?
Well, there's a lot of good stuff. Well, there's the limited time magic. Although it didn't start off with a big bang.
No, it's not starting off.
Although in Disneyland, if we were going to Disneyland, we'd see the Golden Horseshoe, which would be wonderful.
That so much.
But here you have a New Year's dance party in Tomorrowland.
Well, I'm going to skip that and say I'm looking for the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival.
Always.
That is one of my favorite
Can't wait for the Flower and Garden. And the only bad thing is once New Year's hit, the 20% off discount, something happened to that, didn't it?
Yes, it fell off the pass holder cliff. My discount. The pass holder cliff.
That was the premium annual discount, which was 20% on merchandise, went down to 10% just at Walt Disney World and 20%
in Disneyland.
It is remained at 20%. So
I think we're going to have to head back to Disneyland again soon.
I think
the
so
Golden
too.
Horseshoe and
just
20%.
So we can buy all our souvenirs.
I
agree. I like the way you think. I like the way you
I'll
think
get some more Mater bread. That was one of my favorite
Mater
things.
bread, yes.
Love
20%
the Mater
off
bread.
on Mater bread still. So,
so we had a nice time, and we want to thank our friends for inviting us to their room.
And we had a wonderful year, and it was great to start doing this little show, and we appreciate everybody listening every week.
And thanks. And sponsored by Theme Park Connection. Thank you to them also.
And thanks to Maple Leaf Tickets, who have been a very great sponsor. So we look forward to this new year and many, many other exciting things to come. Happy New Year, everybody.
It's been a crazy one and a fun one.